Okay, now you can hear me. I'm realizing, wait a hold, my mic isn't on, right? So I hope everybody is doing well and everybody is what happened with that? Hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to figure something out. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, I know what it is. I'm in the wrong thing, right? Now I'm in the right thing. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Kristen. How is everybody on Blessed to Crochet in the Lifeboat? I want to give a big shout out, first of all, to the lifeboat and Captain Calhoun for allowing me to do this. This was really important to me today. And it was really important to me, not on the basis of you know, um, really, anything, but I wanted you all to know how important to me that the lifeboat has been. It's not for the birthdays are great and the happy birthdays, and I appreciate that. I am sitting in this chair today. Thank you, Debbie P. and Sandy Wendy and Kristen and Jaden and all the wonderful people that are here. I'm sitting here, but please know that this is not what I want to be doing today. And I hope this is an encouragement to you all. And you think, oh, it's your birthday. You should celebrate. And yes, it is. Hi, Mama. Um, I, it is my, it's my birthday and it's something to celebrate. But for me too, it is a day where Father's Day is so close to my birthday. When we were growing up, if my grandparents were celebrating if we were celebrating Father's Day, we celebrated it often when we were, I'm going to move that for just a minute. Did I turn myself off? Wait. Shoot. Can you all hear me? I don't know what I did to the mic. I have a blue thing. Can you hear me? I don't know if I can be heard. What happened? That changes the colors. I did something. I don't know what I did. What did I? Oh boy. Can everybody hear me? Because I don't know what I did to the mic. Okay. I guess I can hear myself now. I don't know what I did to the mic. I did something. Now there's a blue button. I pressed something when I was trying to fix the camera. I should just leave everything alone, right? Leave everything alone. Anyway, um, but anyway, this birthday was so important, and it's not perfect, is it? I just did something. I'll have to figure out what I just hit with the mic. That's a new one, right? Um, Marketplace boutique. Um, but anyway, the thing is that everybody has to realize that when I was growing up, we spent Father's Day and my birthday, and we would celebrate it together because everybody was, we had, sorry, y'all, but this is right. There we go. There we go. Now you can see my Blessed Girl shirt. But we used to celebrate Father's Day and we used to celebrate, um, you know, my birthday. And so it was really hard. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cole. Hi, Matrix. Hi, Maya. I used to sit there and we used to always do it. We used to go over to my grandparents' house, right? And we used to celebrate Father's Day and my birthday together. Well, that was really hard because I would go on and I would sit there and go, okay, I this is together, right? Now, if my birthday fell on a Tuesday, then we would celebrate my birthday, of course, on a Tuesday, right? But then I would sit there and go, why is this so difficult? Why is this so hard? Since my dad died. Well, because we always celebrated it together. So I today don't want to be sitting here. I want to be in my bed and, and forgetting that 32 people that are watching and the amount of Facebook messages I've gotten and the people reaching out to me today are saying happy birthday. And I don't I'm blessed beyond measure, believe me. Absolutely 100% blessed. But to me, it's a hard day. But I want you all to see I showed up. I showed up for one thing. And if this is if because of the big red button, High Crafty Witch saying what they're saying, but they're gonna not allow simulcasting streams to happen. Guess what? I wanted to make sure you all heard this very loud and clear. Get yourself into connection. Run to it. It is the biggest thing that you can do. On Thursday, we were going away for my husband's 31st, or not 31st, my husband's grandmother's 95th birthday, right? And I kind of put off. I had my live in the afternoon, and I kind of put off wanting to go, right? I packing and all that good stuff. Well, then we went. I had to go out and get some things, so we went out to to uh, Dollar Tree and Kohl's and all this kind of stuff, and then we came back, right? And we went to came back, and it was 7 o'clock, and I said to my husband, we got a Panera. I said, "Oh, broccoli cheese soup sounds so good right now." Hi, Danielle. And I said, "You know what? Can we just stop?" And he got me broccoli cheese soup, and we came home, right? And I came home, and I sat. I rested for an hour because I was so sore, and then I watched. I think the Lifeboat was on. I watched that, and I'm just trying to get moving, and I couldn't. At 9:30, I looked at my phone, and on the Facebook, right, was my was a video of my dad at our wedding acting silly. All the groomsmen, my father-in-law who's since passed, and my dad and all them doing the YMCA. So you can just imagine what that was like. It was hysterical. And wanted to cry. And I messaged Kristen, one of the people in my 5, and I said, "All I want to do is cry. Just how can I help?" And then my husband said, "What's wrong?" And I said, and I just broke down in tears, and we comforted each other. There was also another situation going on, and I'm not gonna go into detail to what that is. And I said, "You know what? I just want to make sure that," I was just like, I wanted to go celebrate the 95th birthday of my husband's grandmother because it's so precious, but I did not want to, I wanted to make sure I wanted to go, but I didn't wanna go because of the other situation that was going on. My husband had his glasses off. He was blurry. He was in the mix of the situation, but Kristen wasn't. So what did I do? At 10 o'clock, which what I should have done a heck of a long time sooner than that, I got on the phone with her, and I spent 2 hours laughing and crying and talking with somebody that had their glasses on, clear as could day. And so what it did for me was it gave me a much clearer perspective, and I was able to come in at 12 o'clock as she went live, getting packed, getting ready to go, and be able to, get things together, um, and be able to do that. Oops, wait, hold it. What did I do? Hold on a second. We'll get this right. I thought this was added. This slide for later. And so, I was able to get it together, but it was hard. But I should have run to connection beforehand. I should have just absolutely run and said, "You know what? I need to talk to somebody because I'm struggling here." And hi, Bella and Kelly. And I thought that's what I should have done. I should have run right to the connection point. I should have gone and I should have talked. And instead, I was up till 2:30 in the morning, and I had to go to sleep and then wake up at 6:30. I paid for it later. And I'm thinking, Mary, you know that connection works. You know that this absolutely is the way to go. So before I get into something that I just did, and I didn't really go into it to much detail because I wanted you all to see my reaction, but I can't say it better than this. My biggest reflection for you all for my birthday and what I would want you to do is go to every ripple that you have that's there from the lifeboat and go hit that subscribe, go support them, get involved with their community if you wish to. Go watch some of their playlists. I never thought for my birthday I would say, run some of my stuff you haven't seen before because that would mean the world to us. Go watch that. Go support those ripples. Go get into their communities if you like the setting of their communities, because that is so important. There was a time, and this was, and mind you, half of my year has kind of been spent without knowing the power of what connection does. And the other half has been spent really seeing it unfold. So this was a time when I came on the boat and it was the eclipse. I really didn't want to. I just wanted to hide in a corner. I wanted to pretend I didn't exist, which does not work, by the way. It just doesn't. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and go for it because what else do I have to do, right? And so what else do I have to do? I have to do this. And I went into the boat and I thought nobody's going to see me. I'll just pretend I'll be in the corner, nobody will see me. Tommy won't pick up the comment, right? Well, he found the comment. And I'm so glad he did because I made a clip of what he said that day to me. And I made myself get out of bed and go get on a live. And I was down. I was crying in my coffee. I had coffee, Captain at the time, Crochet Connection. I was crying, right? And I was emotional, but it was worth it, right? It was worth the connection points that I needed to have. I needed a little butt kicking, and sometimes we need that. And I needed to be able to say, "You know what? Yes." And I got myself outside. I got in with I was outside on the live. I went and we saw the eclipse together, and I got myself together because I had too many people reaching out saying, "No, you're not allowed to hide in the corner anymore." And I thought, "You know what? These days of me hiding in the corner and pretending I don't exist, yep, no." And I can't thank the lifeboat family enough for coming aside beside this girl and saying, "You know what? We love you. You're special to this community. Thank you so much." Whatever. And that goes to all the rest of you. So I'm gonna let Tommy do this, and then we'll go into the next one because he says it better than I can say it.
I am trying so hard not going into a hole of negative about myself. It is so hard, or beating myself up for who I am. Hiding in a corner is easier. Nonsense. Well, easier, yes, but there's absolutely nothing that you're going to get in that corner. That's the problem. It's way easier to hide in a corner. There's no question, right? However, if you're hiding in the corner, all of life is passing you by that you're not interacting, right? We know, Mary Jones, that connection, right, is the cure for everything. You've experienced this, right? So if you're hiding in the corner, you're not connecting. Mary Jones, you're sorry to dump at the lifeboat? That's it. You're getting chastised. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice, but you're getting chastised. Mary, we come here to dump. That is that is what the lifeboat is. This is where you come so that you don't suffer in silence. You're not allowed to apologize for dumping at the lifeboat. That's just silly. I love you, by the way, but you're not allowed to apologize for that.
And you all, this is the place. If you want a place to come and a community that's going to sit there and take the time when you're struggling, it's here. It's at the lifeboat. It's at all the other ripples. The birthday present that I want to give every solitary one, even if it's not your birthday, okay, is gravitate towards connection, please. There is no alcohol, drugs, food, any addiction whatsoever that is going to take the place of live connection. If you think for one moment that alcohol and drugs, please don't stop those unless you're under proper medical care, please. Um, that those things and food are going to fill you with what connections and friendships do. Thank you, Jason P. Then you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to work. I'm just telling you, it's not going to work. It gets better after time. The pain is still there, but it doesn't hurt nearly as bad. For me, these days have turned into short period of loving reflections and few tears. Maybe it gets better. It does. I have a feeling that this year, the reason why it is so difficult is that we we my daughter was adopted by my husband. So I think that that whole correlation and my adult daughter kind of brought everything to head, and it's just a little bit harder this year. I think the hardest times are when Father's Day falls right on my birthday. But my point of sitting in this chair today is to show you, yes, I'd rather be in bed crocheting and pretending the world didn't exist and my birthday didn't happen. I am sitting here today because I'm running into connection. I'm running there. I truly amazing. I'm running in there to hi WP, running in there to say to you all, this is it's not the answer for everything, but it's an answer for a heck of a lot of stuff, right? When we're struggling, we need to be running to connection. We need our 5 people. We need even more. We need that support. We need a place to say it's okay to dump. Good night. If any place, it's a place to dump. And so I just said to the to Captain Calhoun, this is so important to me that I'm here today to just tell you thank you to my lifeboat family, and you all are family. You're just dear friends of mine. That I am so grateful for each and every one of you. You all are amazing. Um, and I appreciate every solitary one. I'm thankful to Captain Calhoun for taking up the ship. I'm thankful for Admiral Tommy for all that he has done. Um, and and all that has been hi traveling, all that's happened and all that, all that has been done. You have changed lives. You've certainly changed this girl's life. And I'm never going to go back to the Mary before no connection, not really a solid connection point. I have too many people that won't allow me to. It's really nice when I'm kind of in that mood. Hi, Jamaica. When I'm in that mood and I'm sitting there going, huh, nobody'll know that I'm down. Yeah, I've got people now that know me enough to think, oh, something's off. What's wrong? What's happening? It's too important. This is too important for you all to realize, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing the Lighthouse Mondays. And I was kind of that nobody's going to get this concept, but I'm going to keep doing them, right? Well, last night people were on there and they were talking to each other, and there was just a few, but I was like, yes, people are getting the concept that the magic is happening right here in the chat. It's not happening with anybody else. I will give extra kisses to Mocha. That the that that it's there's just there's no words. There's no words. Debbie P says, I've been in a corner for 14 years. Thank you for this. You have a very happy birthday. I will. Nobody is going to suffer in silence. Not on my channel. And I know not on the lifeboat. They're not going to let you. That comment that I said, "Oh, I just wanna hide in the corner," I thought was gonna go by. No, it didn't go by. Um, so I did put this resource. It's reflections for your birthday, and I didn't look at them before. Life is not so much about being fearless. It's about moving forward despite the tears. Oh, I like that one. Huh? I love that one. I love that one. There are always a deeper story. Ask better questions. Well, we have Tara that does that, right? When people don't tell you about dreaming big, it's that dreams take time to fulfill and acquire themselves. Keep pressing and clarity will come. True humility does not hide its gifts. People have the right to live fully, not just merely. Oh, I love that one. The right words the right words at wrong time are the wrong words. Being authentic doesn't mean laying all your cards face up on the table. I like that one too. I'm just looking at them with you, all right, as you're doing the chat thing, as we're doing a little bit of Lighthouse Monday. But I was so happy with everybody. They were just chatting away last night. I was like, yes, people are getting it. They're getting it. Happiness and joy are not the same. Happiness is circumstantial. Joy can sustain through every curveball life has to throw you every day. I like that. There is power in creating something of your own, even if no one else sees it. Guess who's seen it? You're seeing it. People are not projects. I like that. They're not projects. People are not projects. We've got projects, right? But we can work on ourselves. We can improve ourselves. I like that one. There's a different spin on it. Fresh flowers bring a room to life. Are worth including in your weekly budget. If it makes you smile, smile. If it brings a smile to your face, now we can only bring in roses in our house because my husband's allergic to every other flower you can imagine. But you know what? If they make you happy, go do it. For us, I spend money on good coffee. Why? Because it puts a smile on my face. Blind spots are not called that for a reason. You can't see them. I'm reading through the ones that I really want to. The true legacy of the true legacy of books is in the ideas that are nurtured and spread, not the packaging. Authentic always means real. It does not always mean good. It's impossible to have an open mind with a closed fist. That's a good one too. Optimism is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Oh, I like that one too. Isn't that a good one? Trials make you bitter or better. How you respond is up to you. I love that one. If you can't give up something with for 30 days, you're addicted. That's a good one. And I think for some that are, using drugs and alcohol, I think it's sooner than that. So I would disagree with that. And I think they're thinking of like your phone or like you know, if you've got to go get a coffee at a certain coffee shop every solitary day, maybe that becomes an addiction. But there's some people that the first Drug they use, unfortunately, they're hooked. But this is just 30, there was 6, I'm not gonna read all of them. Love without hope is sentimental, powerless mush. Transformation can only truly occur when hope is present and encouraged. I like that one too. There's some good ones on here, but it was just an article that I found and I thought, "Oh, there's some good ones." I just lost it. Learning how to take a compliment and accepting forgiveness are eh, just as important as giving both generously. I would agree with that one. Here's one, your mental health is important. We all have issues, some that we don't even know exist. That was me before I started going. See a licensed therapist if necessary. That is a really good, good, really, really good advice. There was one that I just saw and it when you're looking for something and you go, wait a minute. Being too busy is a myth. We make time for people and things that are important to us. That's true. That is so true. Sometimes we get too involved in everything else and we forget about the people that are going to be there for us when things fall down. So you can go there and read the rest of them. I'm not going to sit here and read the rest of them. But there was just a few birthday reflections on there. Hi Brazy girl, how are you? Here's one that my great grandmother said to my mom, and I thought was so fitting, and I wanted to go into this a little bit. If everyone wrapped, since we're talking about birthdays, right? If everyone wrapped their problems in a pretty package, you better grab your own package. At least you know what you are dealing with. And isn't that true? Sometimes in life we see somebody and we think, oh, look at that package on the screen. It's beautifully wrapped, it's all sparkly, right? But I know what's in my package. It may not always be easy. Sometimes it's really hard and it's really rough, right? But if we go to that package and we grab our own, at least we know what we got. And for whatever reason, hi backyard trucker, at least for whatever reason, we're going through whatever we're going through for a reason and a purpose. And sometimes, guess what? It really stinks. Whatever you're going through in life, it really stinks. But at the end of it, I guarantee you that the people that are on the boat, the people that are on in the here that are on the ripples of the other ripples of the channels, they that have come from the lifeboat, they are all here so that nobody has to suffer in silence. They are here so that this is a place to just let it all go. I had a comment said on one of my things at one time, well, where's the crochet? I know I'm blessed to crochet. I know that. But I loved that name. My mom and I love that name so much. And my theory was, well, I'm blessed to crochet amongst other things, but what are you blessed to do? I didn't wanna teach anybody how to crochet. She didn't wanna teach anybody how to crochet. I wanted to do it solely for the purpose of connection. Down the road, I wanna be able to anything that comes from this to be able to turn over a little bit to the boat and say, "Hey, help somebody that needs medically assisted treatment." The best birthday gift you could give me is you start really leaning in to the connections and this concept and this idea of connections helping you through difficult times in life. And I, again, was reminded on Thursday, Mary, you know better. And I have started to take that little clip and I will gladly send it to anybody. Just put insert your name in it. And I've have it on my phone. And whenever I forget that I need to continuously run to connection, I am going to exactly what Tommy's reminding me I need to do. Mary, you know this works. You know this does. You know how to do this. So go to it. Run to it. I put myself in a psych hospital my last two birthdays because of having Christmas and birthday. New Year's all close would be me and the cat. If you can find smoking area, you make connections. Yep. But see, here's the thing. Don't forget about, people will sit here and say, "Well, guess what? This is the internet. You can't make connections this way." Absolutely you can. If you're like me who's disabled, struggling with fibromyalgia, don't forget about the connections that you can make here. If you're somebody that can't get out much or you're caregiving for somebody, whatever it is, you can make the connections sitting right here in this chat. You can make them over at the lifeboat. You can make them at all the other ripples that the lifeboat has produced. And I know Captain Calhoun, he'll figure out a way. Just because the big red button has said, "This is what we're not gonna allow you to we're gonna ding you if you do this." Hi, Nicole. We're gonna make sure he's gonna make a way so that these ripples can still do the content that we've been doing because it's been awesome. So that you guys will have that. But just because the big red button has said, We can't do this, right? This is what we don't want you to do." You still can go to these channels that are rippled off the lifeboat and get involved in their conversations. I literally am doing Lighthouse Monday because I want everybody in Hi Izzy, everybody in the in uh, that can, the lifeboat, my crew, everybody come in and just hi Rick Spicer, just come in and start talking. Forget I'm here. Start talking and making those connections. Start connecting with other channels. It doesn't mean that I need to not do face to face connections. Those need to happen, those need to exist. They're important. But I can tell you, I'm an only child. And I'm telling you, I've gotten lots of brothers and sisters. Hi, Miss Dragon. A lot of brothers and sisters that are there. I know I can lean on, and they can lean on me. And I found them this way. They took the time to get to know this girl. They helped to break some of these tapes that go, "Guess what? People do wanna be your friend. You're a pretty awesome girl. And the rest of you are amazing." Now, you all know that I'm an Elvis fan, so we had to have an Elvis quote on my birthday, right? And I love this quote that he said, "If you ever have an opportunity to go listen to the song," he said, "Walk a Mile in My Shoes," go ahead and listen to it because it is so true about, um the, about it, right? It's so true. So here is his quote that he did, and this really says a lot. I think sometimes we have to remember. Yes, Elvis. Don't criticize what you don't understand, son. You never walked in that man's or woman's shoes. Okay? Don't criticize what you don't understand, son. You've never walked a mile in the shoes. Elvis often used this aberration of a well-known quote, so he modified it a little bit. But this is what he said: "Don't criticize what you don't understand, son. You've never walked a mile in their shoes." Hi, people, places, and perspectives. Sometimes all these shoes are different, all taking different walks in life. There is no way, shape, or form that anybody should be coming into here or the boat and criticizing a solitary person for any choices that they made or anything that they have done because you haven't walked a mile in their shoes. And don't not connect with them because they have maybe been to prison or they have been to, they've used drugs or they've used alcohol or they've had this or they've had this. Who cares? If they become a tremendous connection point for you and a tremendous friend, that's all that matters. It's too easy to sit there and criticize. That's why when I was raising my daughter, man, if you want to talk about people sitting there going, "Huh, we're we're friends, but I don't want to understand what autism is like. I don't want to understand it." I w- that couch became very lonely without somebody there to say, "Yeah, I know." You don't have to understand what they're going through. You just need to be there when they're going through it. Ask how you can help them go through it. I totally understand all the folks that have problems around birthdays because of grief. I share this too. The love of my life passed just before my birthday, too, 6 years ago now. Well, Nicole, ones. It's not that I don't want to celebrate it. It's not that. It's not that at all. I do want to celebrate it. But when you come off the heels of Father's Day and your father isn't here, and he passed 3 years ago, I should be better, right? And one's for you, Miss Dragon, too. But there's sometimes it just hits. And I can guarantee you for the rest of my life, when Father's Day falls on my birthday, it will be forever hard. I guarantee you that guess what? I know I'm not sitting on that couch anymore by myself. Do you all realize this whole thing that has been created? Thank you, Tom Clubs. In the lifeboat, do we get what's really happening here? We love Admiral Tommy and we love Captain Calhoun. We love them. And we're thankful because without them, it wouldn't be facilitated. But do we realize the importance of what is happening in the chat? When you come in here, hi Digo, when you come into Lifeboat, start introducing you to people that you haven't met before. Start going into the Lifeboat Facebook group or my Facebook group, The Beacons. Come into Lighthouse Mondays. If you're lurking, come out of the shadows. We're not going to bite. I promise you. We're not going to sit here and criticize. We have no what we should not be criticizing anybody for what they have done or haven't done in their choices in life. You don't know what it's like to go through it unless you walked it. I don't know what's gonna happen with the YouTube and the button and all the simulcasting stuff. I had to come on here today and say thank you. Every solitary person on the lifeboat, this channel. Thank you so much for life-changing connection. And that's why I put that in the lifeboat when I'm in life-changing connection. Now, you all can believe what you believe. I am a believer, and I believe in Jesus and all that kind of stuff. Believe in the Bible and all that. I know what's truly life-changing. But God gives us people to connect with. He doesn't ask us to go hide in a corner. He wants us connecting with each other and fellowshipping with each other. What a blessing that it is. And the reason why I had to have an Elvis quote is it started with Elvis. I found Elvis when I was 12. I thought he was cute, and he was. And I started getting involved with Elvis and his music, and I've been to Graceland 4 times, 3 during Elvis week, survived the 3 Elvis weeks. And um I went to, the whole, everything. And I spent a lot of my time loving his music, and then the half of the rest of it I've spent learning about who he was. Who was Elvis behind the all the fame and all that kind of stuff? Who was he? What did he do? Because there's so much more than just that. But if it hadn't been for Elvis, I would have never stumbled on Aaron and Scientology. No. Only reason I went on was to learn about it so I could understand why Priscilla and Lisa Marie went for it. And if Tommy hadn't have stepped onto that channel to talk about prison, to go out of what his scope of his channel was about, to stretch the wings for his channel, I'd have never found it. If I hadn't said, well, let me just go support this channel and started to get involved with the chat. I don't need a sobriety channel. I'm not addicted to anything. Yes, you are, Mary. What do you run to when you're hurting? Food. Absolutely. And again, it was December of last year when my aunt got diagnosed with stage 4 liver and lung cancer. And then I had another family situation, and my dad's passing and my grandfather's passing comes on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Hi, Lewis. And somebody from the lifeboat became real, came in, said, I'm there. And I am so thankful. So, so thankful to to OJ. Uh I was so thankful that they came and they're now like a sister because they helped me through a very difficult time. And it was Tommy that got me to think about, hey mom, what about taking this channel that we first just put up to show our crochet off and let's just think about doing it this way. She said, I'll be behind the scenes. I'll do the behind, you do the front. I'm fine. Like, I don't want anything from it. All I want is just the connection part of it, right? That's all I want. I wouldn't be sitting here. But Tommy said, if you had something to say, go ahead and get on a channel and do it. Do the thing. and I'm so glad I did. And I know there's other lifeboat people that will have birthdays, and none of them will be able to do what I'm doing today. But I could not. Wasn't about my birthday. It was for me to come on here and say thank you to all of my community, because we're going to do another party at 8:45 tonight. All of my community and my lifeboat family, and say thank you. Do you all realize what you are doing just in connecting with people in the chat? You are changing lives. You are changing lives. You are making a difference. If you're lurking and you think, I'm too scared to do this, then you do it when you're ready. But you're missing out. You're missing out on an amazing thing, because starting my channel was where I got even closer to some of the people that were in the lifeboat. It's really my mom's channel. I'm just the face of it. She doesn't want to be on camera. Hi, Paula. Guys, lean into it. Don't run from it. The biggest mistake that you can make is running from connection. The biggest mistake you can make. Lean into it. That's what I'm doing right here as my chair is sinking down. I'm leaning in to connection, because my heart knows this is where I need to be. My brain knows, Mary, go hide in the corner. I ain't listening to my brain today. I'm listening to my heart. My heart knows that there are people here that care about me, and I care about each and every one of them. And they're going to help me through today. God's going to help me the most, but He's going to help me through today. You all are going to help too. I'm going to get through it. My dad would want me to get through it. We're going to leave shortly and go pick up some fried chicken. I know it's not the healthiest. I know, but I want fried chicken, and I'm going to get a cake, because my dad would sit there, Mary, you got to have some cake. I'm going to have cake. I'm going to enjoy it. And tonight at 8:45, we're going to draw a winner for the giveaway. I've got some happy mail that I can open. I've been waiting patiently to open on my thing. I'm going to let people come on the panel tonight. We're just going to have a birthday party. And it's okay if at some point today I shed a little tear. Because my dad isn't here. It's okay. There's no shame in that. But I know that I have so many people that are sitting there going, Mary, we got your back. I cannot stress it enough to everybody who is subscribed to the lifeboat, everybody that's in the lifeboat chat. There are ripples that have come off the lifeboat so that everybody has some place to go to throughout the day for connection. If you haven't gone and supported them, either by subscribing to them or going over and watching some of their stuff, do it. I've said in several of the chats today, I said, I never thought I'd be asking for us to get watch hours for my birthday. But if anybody wants to do that, that would mean tremendous amount Yes, that would be an amazing birthday gift. We're about 1,500 watch hours away from the 3,000 goal. But I never thought I'd be asking for that. The birthday gift that I wanna give to everybody here is go running to connection. We all know who we need to run to for those that wanna believe in Christ. We know who we need to run to, and I'm not trying to force that on anybody, please, I'm not. But don't forget that we have people and connection happening. Doesn't mean you don't need to invite your friends over and go see your neighbor and go circle around the campfire, and doesn't mean that doesn't need to happen. But Thursday night, when I put off packing till 10 o'clock at night, I knew better. This girl knew better. And I went outside and I called Kristen and I got on the phone and I cried and I talked, and she gave me wonderful advice. And she said to me about halfway in, "Why didn't you do this sooner?" I don't know. I was fighting it all day. So then I came in here and I was able to pack and leave, and we had a wonderful time. But I left in a I left in a different way because somebody I couldn't see dang on it worth of anything. Put my glasses on, she could see it. And I really, really wish that I had done it a heck of a lot sooner. We were made to need each other, reaching out and grabbing and holding someone who needs what you have. You have something that someone needs. It has been a it has been blessing. You are blessed. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm wearing my blessed shirt today, my blessed girl shirt. Because man, I'm blessed beyond measure, y'all. And it's not by any gifts that I'm receiving. I have more people in my life today that I can consider friends than I've ever had in my life before. And they've all done one thing. They've taken the time to get to know me. I'm telling you, I can honestly say I am not the easiest person. I can be a little mama bear. Thank you, Paula. I can be a little mama bear. I can be a little talkative. I can be a little yeah, I know all that. But people that know me will also tell you one thing. Mary has the biggest heart of anybody that we know. She's got a huge heart for people and helping and doing. I was at thank you, crafty witch. I was at the find you very inspiring and relate to a bunch with you. Well, thank you. Um, I have a great day, OJ. Old Joe. We were at the baby or the bridal shower birthday for my grandmother's 95th birthday. And the week before was a baby shower for one of the family members that came to the birthday party. And I said to her, listen, one was in Indiana, one was in Ohio, Cincinnati. I said, we can't do both. We got to choose between one. So I said, well, I'm going to be at the birthday party anyway. So you just give it to me then. So I made um, this beautiful crocheted ABC through D blanket for their new little one coming. Their other two sons both have lost their mother 2 years ago in a terrible car accident. She was very young. And so the blanket was pulled out. This boy, one of the boys looked at me and he said, "That is beautiful." He said, "Can you do me a favor?" I said, "What is it?" "I'll do anything." He said, "Can you make me a penguin?" Y'all, he's getting a penguin blanket. I've got probably about 4 or 5 blankets going right now. He gonna get a penguin blanket. And I said to him, I said, "Listen, I can't do one and not for the other brother." So I said, "Well, what do you think your brother would like?" And he said, "Oh, he likes dogs." Well, guess what? Add that one to my list. He's getting a dog blanket. And by the time I get done, the cousin who did my daughter's, um, pictures for her wedding. Yep, their kids may get a blanket. I don't know where I'll stop, but how can you turn down that little boy who lost his mother? I was there when he had to sit in the front row saying goodbye to his mom. You don't have to ask much for me. He just looked at me and he just said, can you make me a penguin blanket? Well, yeah, I'm gonna find a way to make you a penguin blanket if that's what you want. Now, the one thing that I always loved about learning more about Elvis was that he always loved to give over receiving. He didn't enjoy receiving, but he had everything, he could get anything. But he always enjoyed giving more than he ever did receiving. And I think we think sometimes of presents, you know, but do we think of ourselves as saying, listen, we can also give of our time? I've said to Captain Calhoun, you need me to help over on the boat. I don't want not about the subscribers and the likes and the what. No. It's giving back to a channel that has given me priceless friendships. Have we ever thought, yes, did you ever thought about the fact that if we can just think about we can give of our time freely, doesn't cost a dime. So pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't called for a while. If you've got an old grudge with somebody, let it go, forgive, work that through. So maybe you can make those connection points again. If you're lurking in the chat, come out. If you haven't had a friend over for a while, maybe have them over and crochet. Go go out to lunch. It can be simple things as a cup of coffee. Do something. Get involved with a maybe a grandparent program within your community. Do something that's going to give and foster those connections. It takes 200 hours to build connection points, people. 200 hours. I've invested 200 hours of my time listening to Tommy through the boat and making those connections within the connection points. And it has paid off in the sense that I have friends now in a way I've never had before. But if I didn't take that leap, I wouldn't have. I don't know what I would have done. And I'm so glad that that day, as I look back at myself and I think to myself, you know what? That day was so hard when I was sitting there crying in my coffee, right? I'm gonna go into the lifeboat group, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'll put a comment in. Tommy won't see it. Yeah, he did. He focused right in on it. And what happened was other people were in the chat, you know, they were helping me lift me up. And it was taking their mind off of their problems. And I'm so glad that that happened because I learned a whole lot from that. And anytime I want to sit there and say, Mary, yeah, go hide in that corner. I play that little clip I made. Yep, this isn't the place to dump. Yep, this is the place to dump. It gives me a little bit of boost. It gives me a little bit of the kick in the pants I needed. I am so glad that that happened because I learned so much from that. Said this quote before, and I think that it speaks volumes if I can find it. There's two actually. One is this, and I think that this is so fitting. And she says, Nicole says, I have to get better about receiving, knowing how we feel about giving. Will receive is about gratitude to the giver. Absolutely. Well, that the night I called Kristen, at the end of the conversation, she said, "Thank you for allowing me to help you. You blessed me tonight." And that's what we need to remember. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, they've known struggle, they've known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have appreciation and a sensitivity and understanding of life that fills them with compassion and gentleness and deep loving and concern. Beautiful people don't just happen. Amen, right? Yeah. Have I been through defeat? Absolutely. Have I been through suffering? Absolutely. Have I been through struggle? Absolutely. Have I been through loss? Absolutely. Have I found my way out of it? Yes. And will I continue to face all of those? Yes. Am I going to do it without connection? Absolutely not. Not this girl. Because guess what? There's too many people that if I tried to allow that to happen, they're not going to allow me to do it. And if I've missed comments in the chat and not put them up, it's not because I haven't, y'all. I'm just so passionate today about making sure that this is the thing that you all hear. And not that the comments aren't special. They are special. And all the birthday wishes, High Glow Bees, are amazing. And I thank you so much for every solitary one of them. And here is my favorite quote. My new quote. I love this one. I even went and got disco ball earrings, right? I should have put them in today, right? I'm going to do them tonight. Disco ball earrings, right? And I love this one, right? And it says, "A disco ball is hundreds of pieces of broken glass put together to make a magical ball of light. You ain't broken, you're a disco ball." Y'all, we are broken. We are broken. Every solitary one of us is broken. But we have to remember, and Mr. Blessed2Crochet is saying happy birthday, honey. We are all broken. Every solitary one of us is broken. But we can help each other take those broken pieces of glass and put them on the disco ball so we can be shining beacons of light to everybody. That's one of the reasons why I chose for our Facebook group to be called the Lighthouse Beacons. Why did I choose that? Well, my husband and I both love lighthouses, and it's popping up right now. Um, we're all we all we love lighthouses, but the thing about the lighthouse to me was this: the lighthouse beacon, the light coming from the lighthouse is there for one reason. It's a beacon of light, and what is it doing? Hi, Misha. What is it doing? It is bringing the ships in from the shore so they don't hit the rocks and they don't hit anything, and it's bringing them into safe harbor, right? We need to be a beacon of light to this world. Every solitary one of us can be a beacon. Every solitary one of us can be a disco ball. You're not broken. And we're all here to help. Nobody's going to criticize you. We haven't walked in your shoes. And sometimes when your packages seem really heavy, we're all there to help carry them. But if we all took our packages, see you later, Nicole. We all took our packages right and we laid them all in a line. And they were beautifully done, right? Wrapped. You better pick your own package up because at least you know what you got. And then all of us can come around you with all of the problems that you're dealing with and all of the things that you are dealing with and say, guess what? I know you got a lot in your package. It's overflowing. But you don't have to do this by yourself. Please don't do it by yourself, y'all. I'm asking every solitary one of you. It would have been a lot easier to go lay in that bed today and forget the world and crochet and I don't matter Each and every solitary one of you matter. Whatever you have been through in your life, you have been through for a reason and a purpose. It doesn't make you any less of anything. It makes you stronger. And when you're weak, there's connection points all over the place. There's the lifeboat, there's here, there's Nina Meaning, there's Conversations with Christy, there's Miss Dragon, there's Kristen, there's Chow Yun Smut. I mean, the list could go on. There's Sunrise Dawn, Miss Sunrise Dawn. There's Sturus. There's just so many live connection feeds happening, right? You all can find your niche, and when you go into those channels, you know some of the people that are sitting there. There's Tuber Chat. There's Social Media Grow Channel. There's, I go into a fishing channel. I go just to enjoy the chat, and one of the guys, he catches some really cool fish, so I get to see some cool fish. Go into them. How many people, just by putting in, you don't even have to say it, but just think about it for a minute. You want to put in a 5, go ahead and put in 5. 5 is my favorite number. How many people in this chat right now, those that want to put it, are sitting here going, I'm either caretaking for somebody, I am either caretaking for a little one, I'm either dealing with a chronic illness, right here. And really, for me, going out and getting involved with stuff is at this time just too difficult in my life. And I rely 100, 80% of my connection right now. Thank you, Paula. Is because is using the online community, right? There's no shame in that. Absolutely not. There's no shame in it. There's fives popping up. And we're standing tall in the fact that guess what? Connection's there. Connection's there. And it's happening. And it's okay. And if that's what you need to lean on right now is your online community because you're going through too much stuff to do anything else, it's just, you know, go right ahead. That is crazy, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can get myself to I'm trying to see if I can get myself to. I forget how to. Oh, well, now it's starting to work. Now we're getting back. Okay, thank you. It took a moment. I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened. It had a moment. It had a moment. That was for. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear me because I don't know what's happening. Doo doo. I'm trying to see if I can. Can you all see me now? I don't know what's happening. Don't know. Anyway, I wanted to first of all just say thank you all for showing up. Don't know what happened to my computer. It decided to go for a moment. Um, Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for the opportunity to let me do this and be here for this today. I really, really appreciate it tremendously. Hopefully, you all can hear me. Stay connected, you all. It really does make a huge difference, despite all the little technical problems, right? It does make a huge difference. It can be life changing. Don't anybody suffer in silence, please. Don't anybody. Thank you all, for the Lifeboat family, for all you have done for me. I am truly a blessed girl, and I'm blessed because of the friendships that I have and the people that have come into my life, and I can't thank you enough. So tonight, 8:45 Eastern time, and maybe the computer whatever will be will be on my side, right? Um, will be on tonight at 8:45 p.m. I've got some Happy Mail. I'm waited to open. So we're going to be opening Happy Mail. We also have our giveaway that the giveaway that I have that I've had for a month. We have that one. So we're going to be doing the giveaway. People can come on the stream if they want to. And we're going to have a party tonight. So that's at 8:45 p.m. So I hope to see you there again. Thank you to the lifeboat for allowing me to do this today. It was good for until the end and then the beginning, right? We just need to chop off the beginning and the end. But realizing one thing, nobody's perfect. And I hope you all can hear me. But thank you all. I love each and every one of you. You all are amazing. You all are amazing disco balls. And I'm gonna head off here. And I hope, can somebody just let me know that they can hear me? We're going to go to the store and I'm going to celebrate with my husband and my mom. And thank you all so much for taking the time to get to know this girl and for all the connections and all the things that you have given me. Can't thank you all enough. You all are amazing. Thank you so much. And to Tommy, man, I don't think you have any grasp of what you started and what you've done. And to Calhoun, you're doing a good job and we love you. So thank you so much. And I know for me, I'm a crew member for life, and it is much better. Life is much better on the lifeboat. Love you all tremendously, all the people that are not. And if you're not on the lifeboat, you need to go check them out. If you're on my channel, go over there, give them the subscribe. You don't have to be in recovery. You just need to have connection and need that support. That's all that you need. Come over there and like it and give them a subscribe and follow them, please. That would be a tremendous birthday gift. Anybody wants to give me a gift? Watch some of my stuff, our stuff. That would be awesome. That'd be a great birthday gift. And I look forward to seeing you all tonight. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. And I always end with is stay connected. It is life-changing. And I hope you all realize that. Love y'all. Bye-bye. And yes, so far, I'm having a real good birthday. And that's because of you all. See you later. Bye-bye. Stay connected.